Hello and welcome back once again to the Team Bomber Sports Diecast Review Series with a belated Friday special diecast review. It's more like the Monday evening special diecast review, and I originally had one lined up for one of the 124 scale diecasts. I think it's actually one of my dad's old ones, but that was changed today when I went to a classic American car show today, and it was a really good day, really lots of really cool cars, and I had a perusal around the stands. Now there's not many NASCAR diecast stands at these sort of shows. There's the odd one, I think, at the drag race meetings, where they occasionally have cars that are normally a year out of date or so. But there was this one stand with just random old sort of bric-a-brac and just random old toy cars, and there was a box full of really cheapo old NASCAR diecast that I could have lapped up, but there was one that caught my eye and I just had to get for the princely sum of £2, few scratches, no box. It is, ladies and gentlemen, Jeff Burton's 1999 or 2000, either one or the two, Exide batteries Ford F150 Craftsman truck. The main thing about it being it's a truck. You barely ever see NASCAR diecasts made of the Craftsman Truck Series, or as the Camping World Truck Series as it's now known. This one is quite dated, and you, like I say, when do you ever see them? So I had to snap this one up. It's also useful in the fact that it's a diecast of my favourite driver, Jeff Burton. So obviously there's no box to look over this time round, and it was a close run thing because there was a little kid there going, "Daddy, I want some race cars," and they ended up buying like a load of the cars out of this box. And when I looked afterwards, I was like wincing. I was like, "No, don't take my truck." Well, it wasn't my truck at the time, and then I looked back and the truck was still there. So I was like, "Right, I'm going to have it before any little kid nabs it and makes a crappy stop motion out of it." Anyway, enough satire. Let's move on to actually looking at the truck. As you can see, it is the F150, the old F150 shape, which hasn't really changed a huge amount. This is of the, I think, 1999 to about 2003 shape on the front end. Pretty basic. As you can see, the Ford logo isn't picked out. Silver lights there. There's a little 99. There's the F150 logo at the bottom. Very similar. In fact, I am going to go and get the diecast. Bear with me 1 second. Okay, maybe a few. I'm going to wheel out a car that I am going to give a dedicated review to one day, because it's one of the first ever diecasts I ever got. Let's just compare it to, this is Jeff Burton's 1998 NASCAR Winston Cup Series car, and obviously the paint scheme very similar. Now, as you can see, why I'm thinking it's more the 1999 or 2000 car is that it's got this all over pink hood, as you can see, or it might be 1997, I don't even, might be that far back. So, let's see a little bit of basic comparison. There's more black on the 99 car, a bit of silver flash as well, with that pink sort of colour scheme as well. Really attractive paint scheme, I really like it. Over here there's more of a pink emphasis, but there's also the secondary colour of blue, which you go along, pink, what the hell, there's suddenly blue, just randomly clashing in, and it sort of goes around to the back of the car, and as you can see on the bed of the truck, it goes pink, and then a sudden fade into blue, a light blue, with the Exide batteries logo reversed, as you can see, with the black, well, what was, no, sorry, ignore me, I'm talking rubbish. I'm getting confused with that one. That's it, that's white. This is black outlined white. There we go, black outlined white. And there we go, it is reversed. I knew I wasn't talking total crap like I normally do. There we go, it's reversed, white with blue outline, as you can see there. There's black with white outline and blue overall colour there. As you can see, some little sponsor decals on the bottom. And there you go, NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series car. Very basic one. NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series car, Truck Series truck. On the back, Napa also parts, which is pretty rare. Obviously, I don't think Michael Waltrip did much racing in this series. So Napa hopped on with Jeff Burton's car, truck. I don't think Jeff Burton ran a huge amount in the trucks in the late 90s. This must have been a guest truck that he did a few cameos in. This was in the days when the Sprint Cup Series regulars would come in and do a few cameos and not utterly dominate the entire series of a lower league. There we go, some more logos at the bottom, the trademark 99 and Ford Racing on the back. The quality, it's an old Racing Champions diecast, which I think have gone bust now. It's not bad, it's actually pretty good. It holds up just about the modern day Action Kid Series diecasts, so it's actually a pretty good quality. Pretty cheapo, a little bit plasticky, but it does work. All I'd say is that the bed does strike me as a, well, looking at it now, I think it's just about alright. Looking at it like, look, I still think the bed strikes me a little bit too long, but maybe it's, I don't know, but I'm not sure. I think it's just about right. I think they've just about captured it okay. Like I say, the quality's good, and yeah, it's actually quite a nice little model, little die-cast model. So as for the build quality, I'm going to give a solid 7 or 8 out of 10, because obviously it's an old Racing Champions thing. Like I say, just think a step or two lower than the Action Kid series die-cast of the last few years, but not totally like cheapo and crap. It's actually quite nice. And the paint scheme itself, I'm going to give a 8.5, because though it is very, very colourful and very pretty, it seems a little bit undisciplined to me. It's like just, oh, let's splodge some random pink there and a bit more pink there, and there's a bit of blue at the back there, splodge a bit of blue there. So it's a little bit random and undisciplined, but it does still look very pretty. And as I say, it's a Craftsman Truck Series diecast. How many times do you see that? And that's an interesting point. This is a question I want to ask you guys. Please, if you do, this isn't a diecast review contest as such, but if you do have any 164 or 124 scale Truck Series diecasts, review them for me please, and post them as video responses to this review, because I really want to gauge just how many diecast trucks there are out there. I barely ever seem to see any. So please, if you would get in touch and tell me about any trucks that you do have, that would be greatly appreciated. In the meantime, this has been a review of Jeff Burton's 1999, I think, number 99 Exide batteries Ford F150 truck. The belated Friday night special diecast review. I'll be back probably tomorrow now with some more diecast reviews from the 2011 series. And until then, see you next time and have a good evening.